This is Prince, and I'm going to showcase Leapy and Ekatra in this particular video. So, as you can see, the application Leapy is already deployed on Play Store, and this is not the main application, but let's go through this particular application for now. So, Leapy is a fun application where you can actually learn sign language, and it's for the masses, so anybody can learn the sign language, and even it's specifically designed for mute and deaf people. So let's see a quick demo of Libby, and it has been released in the Play Store for about like a year now, and I think we have received 1000 downloads, and which is quite good for certain kind of application. So here's my mobile screen, and let's see, first of all, like what is Leapy all about, right? uh, so here I have launched the application, and so the cool thing about this application is it uses your mobile camera for recognizing the hand signs, right? So I'll start with a beginner lesson, and here it is telling me to spell A. So let's say if I try it now, it will open up my camera, and let's say if I show my hand, it's recognized, it's well and good. Let's go to next. So all in all, the processing is happening on the edge, so no image is sent on the cloud for the processing. So all of the images which are being taken are processed on the device. So let's say if I try for C, so this is basically detecting the hand on the fly, and that's how it recognizes the hand signature. Again, let's say if you know if no data is going to the cloud, then how it is processing it? It's basically using TensorFlow and TensorFlow Lite, of course given by Google, where we have used those two packages extensively for our work. Now it's all well and good. This is the main application, where we have showcased a lot of use cases. Uh, but the problem for us right now is machine learning. So there are certain things which you can do with open source datasets. But given this hackathon, we wanted to explore whether we can actually make an application for crowdsourcing, and for that we have been using GCPs and Firebase. So this time we are going to present a new application called Ekatra. So let's go to that application, and I will go through the presentation first, and then maybe we'll check a quick demo out of it. Now, we all know that we want to detect symbols and all that. So this is about Leapy, and we have received a lot of great feedbacks from Twitter users, and the Android community all as well. So as you can see, since its launch, the ratings are good. We have maintained that rating. We have acquired many users, so 1000 users right now. It's this is an old data. So this application for the hackathon is Ekatra, and the main purpose, as I said before, is how do we make sure that the detections and the classifications are good enough for us. So we need, of course, a user's data. So we need various skin tones, various shapes and sizes of the hands. So for that purpose, we have created a application called as Ekatra, and we basically want to make sure that the users are supplying us good amount of data, because let's say as a individual it's very hard to convince someone to give some kind of a video data. So here the users journeys would be, so they can log in into an app, they can verify themselves with their Gmail ID, and they can add images and also videos, like like a 5-second video for hand signs, and for a given particular sign they can proceed to record the hand sign in the app itself, and then we will get to see the symbols inside the Firebase. So for this particular application, we have used some tools given by GCP, which are cloud storage, cloud functions, file stores, the authentication has been made by Firebase. There is also a cloud messaging which has been used here, but currently it is in progress. So maybe we can message users, like similar kind of users, that I have shared this amount of data with us, with everyone. So let's check first the code base of this particular project. So currently we have open sourced the whole code base for both of the applications actually, and you will get to see this link everywhere. Uh, so essentially we are setting Firebase first, and then we are enabling those services. So of course these services will cost you something. Before using this code base, it's better to have some credits into GCP, because this will be a Blaze plan. So basically a Blaze plan in Firebase makes lots of calls to the Firebase. So for that the plan has been shifted to Blaze. Now let's see the Firebase um, console. And for Ekatra, it's basically, as you can see, it's 7,000 invocations over a period of 7 days. So yeah, a lot of things are going on. We have stored currently 1 GB of data, and this is all testing data for now. But going forward, we will release the application to the Play Store, and then maybe this storage will go up time to time. Uh, so let's check the application first, and then I will go through all this in a second. So here is this application called as classifier right now. So the name has not been updated to Ekatra, so it's currently classifier. Uh, okay, so essentially when it opens up, it's in debug mode. So what I'm going to do is basically authenticate myself into this application. So here we can see Firebase authentication is getting used. Uh, it will load a data set which is called letters. Now maybe many users can create data sets, but those permissions we have been limited towards a particular admin user. So for right now it is myself, and of course I can create many users who can create the data sets. So basically if you log in from your Gmail ID, you won't be able to see this data set, but definitely we can create a new data set for now, which is currently, let's say, we can call it as test um test images maybe. uh, uh, So we can make the dataset public, but for now we won't be making this dataset public. So because this dataset contains many videos, and users have to upload videos and pictures. So it's better not to make it as public. But this feature is basically in beta phase, and we'll save this application. So a hit will be happening on the GCP, where there will be buckets, getting called for creating this test image folder. To see that particular area, we can actually go to our real-time database. So as we can see here, it's getting loaded. Sorry, it's not real-time database, it's Firestore database. And yeah, so in this particular bucket, as you can see, we have created one more data set called as test. So this is all real-time. Any number of users can create data sets, and inside those data sets, let's go through the first one. So I have added a pop-up saying that add clear images for the hand in the data set. So basically for A, B, and C, we want users data, so they can go ahead and upload their pictures or videos into this particular label. So let's see for maybe symbol A. um, Essentially it's saying we can add any number of data images, but currently there is no limit. So even more than 100 images can be saved into this particular label. So here there are test images, which we can see that have been used extensively for testing purposes right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add more images here, and let's see if the application works and handles it. So I'll just point my mobile phone to some area, so maybe the user can take something like a hand picture of like this, and then they can actually click this picture. Yeah, so once it is saved, it will be visible at down, and once we go to back, so as you can see, it takes some time because it's creating a real-time hit onto the Firestore. So as you can see, this hand is now added. So this is about a particular image. Surely, people will take videos. So why videos are required, I will tell you just this also, because let's say there are many hand signs which contain not just images, but it has basically a gesture. So let's say this is y, and this is essentially not considered any letter. The particular gesture is considered as a symbol. So for that we need videos also, and we potentially need users to upload that video into the Firestore. So I will just add images, like I will add a particular video of a certain second. um, so once I click this button, as you can see, for best results, make sure to capture from varying angles. So this is something which we tell, and it's processing those videos, right? um, so let's see where our images are going into right now, and then we can particularly so yeah, as you can see, this particular image has been uploaded by this certain user, which is my email address right now, and this is our type train, right? So we can consider this as an image right now, and for that we have a particular label which is basically a. So here the data set is getting automatically annotated, so which is a great thing which we also need. Once users say it's of a particular symbol, we can take those data and then perform a training on that data set. Let's see the image and the actual videos where they getting stored. So as you can see, this particular storage has been called here, and you can check out various videos which are created. So inside this, let us say, right now, as you can see, this is today's date, 12th June, and this is the video which we have uploaded. Yeah, so if I play this video, something has been created at real time. So yeah, this is like 5-second video, and this won't take any much more than 2 MB actually, and this is just kind of good for us because we cannot handle lots of data. It's a crowdsourcing application, so we need to make sure that the data is all intact and also limited in size. So yeah, I think you have seen a quick demo of uploading the data sets and all that. Uh, Here I will also maybe tell, we can add collaborators also. So essentially saying we can add people. We can basically, let's say, enter an email ID, and then we can provide a invite application to those users. So there is this functionality also which has been created just by Firestore cloud messaging, and it's in beta phase. It may work only for, I think, Gmail users. I think that is in testing phase, but currently only Gmail IDs will work here. Once the data sets are getting uploaded, and it's all data which is hitting the single point of contact, uh, what we want is we want to make sure we have this data secured. So essentially saying authentication takes care of it. So let's say, here you can actually see that we have used only one single user, which is myself right now, and then I can essentially create and delete any user data. uh, there is this functionality also which is essentially an export of Firebase console to GCP. So essentially, we can also see our bucket path where the actual data is right now. So we can access this bucket inside GCP and download it and then maybe use it for our machine learning application. So yeah, I think this is all for the new application which we will present for this particular session. So this is Excel, collaborate and create. So what we want users is basically to use this application and supply us more and more data, and of course those are only hand signs, so it won't contain faces, and maybe they can blur out the faces and don't show their faces. So it's particularly fine for us because it's all a sign language data set.